Alright, Chia, we've got some more Preston North End Football Club news. How about that? That sounds lovely. Let's just dive straight into it, shall we? No beating around the bush. Greg Cunningham signs a new deal at Preston North End. Whoopty fucking whoop. Right, let's read, shall we? So, Preston North End are delighted to confirm Greg Cunningham has signed a new contract with the club, but this is where it gets juicy. The left-sided defender, who is continuing his rehabilitation from the hamstring injury he suffered in March, has signed a short-term deal to keep him at Deepdale until the 31st of December this year. Within Greg's contracts are clauses which will trigger an extension to the Within Greg's contract are clauses which will trigger an extension to the deal until the end of the season, depending on his fitness and availability. After signing, Greg said, "I'm delighted. I've said it time and time again. I feel at home here, so I've enjoyed my football the most, and I'm happy that the journey continues. I'd been enjoying my football and everything before the injury, so I'm very happy to be here and extend my stay. I feel strong, getting fitter now. I've been in the last few days, and I've been in a couple of weeks before everyone else just to finalise the last stages and be ready to go for pre-season day one. I feel like I'll be ready to go. Everything's gone well over the summer rehab-wise." That's pretty good. So yes, let's see what manager Ryan Law had to say. Manager Ryan Law added, "Greg's obviously been brilliant for the club during 2 spells. He was unfortunate to get injured before he was... No, that's not right. It was unfortunate to get injured because he was playing good football, but he's got himself a short-term deal now and a chance to earn a longer deal, so we're pleased for him to be signing the contract. He had a good run of games in the last season and did fantastically well. The injury was really disappointing because he was in good form and we wanted to get him back in that form. We want to get him back in the squad and perform in the way we know we can." So Greg's contract, by the looks of things, is a way of trying to get some cover for the left side, if you're asking me, by the looks of things anyways. Because obviously on the right side we have Brad Potts and we now have Ramsey. And on the left side, Brady's extended his deal and so is Cunningham. So we'll have those two on the left, with Brady probably performing as the wing back, whereas Cunningham would perform as a left back. And that's the sort of difference. So it could be like a back 5 system maybe. But it's keeping options open just in case of anything like that. We are looking, as far as I'm aware, from what I've been reading, we're looking for left-hand side options as well. Alvaro was on the cards until recently, where something has, some news has come out from a reliable source that indicates otherwise, which I'll actually go and find now because, like I said, Town and Talk is just the page. It really is. Oh, what's this? Blackburn Rovers. We're delighted to announce the signing of no international Sondre Tronstad. Yeah, same Harvey, mate. No idea. Right. Anyways, like I was saying. Oh, and by the way, on this day in 2015, Galley re-signed for North End on a permanent basis after winning promotion. Paul Gallagher, my favourite player to ever play for us. I love the man. But yes, here we are, Alvaro. There is a good chance Fernandez is brought into the United squad for the 23-24 season. If United decide to send Fernandez out on loan again, the most likely outcome would be to a Premier League side from the Athletic, which is I will say is a decently reliable source. So that's a bit of a shame, especially considering we had some good news regarding him not so long ago, if you remember me talking about that, if I can find it. Yeah, here, which was from Man United, what do you call it, Man United news page, which is he's likely to leave on loan again. However, to be fair, there was no elaboration, so unfortunately it's gone the other way around. But we also did talk about this Donny from Grimsby, and he's on the left side player as well. But in terms of other contract news we can discuss while we're on Town and Talk is that Johnson will decide his future sooner rather than later, as he's returning from holiday this week. So, and that's obviously from a reliable source, which Stock-on-Trent Live. But at the same time, it's kind of common sense in it. You don't need a source to tell you that. That's more or less common sense. But that's the meat and potatoes for today. New Cunningham deal. Alvaro not likely to return, so we need to consider some left-hand side options, and then of course DJ. We'll probably hear about him within the next week or two. But in other news as well, I suppose it's officially going to be fixture release day next week. And the week after that, we'll have the kit release, which I'm looking forward to the most. Football shirt enthusiast, I really am. And this is probably one of my favourites. It's not my favourite. It was, but it's not anymore. But I do plan to do a couple of kit videos. They're in the old diary. I'm just going through it at the minute. We're just waiting for news, really, because this little spot in between pre-season and the end of the season, it's a bit of an awkward one because we've never been in this position before. Because when I started making P&E content, it was just during the pre-season. But now we're in like a bit of a dry spot, so I'm trying to find things to do. So it's it's getting a bit like, ugh, what do I do? But I've got a couple of videos planned, don't you worry. We're not just going to be covering news, but when the time feels appropriate to be making these other kind of videos, I'll be making them kind of videos, don't you worry. But again, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay dry. Actually, probably going to be staying dry in this weather. It's fucking killer. But yeah, I shall see you all in the next video of mine, whenever that may be. Take care.
This is the true power, complete in all its majesty. This is Autonomous Ultra Instinct!